You ever apologize for existing? No? Then you've never been Nishimiya Shouko. You've never smiled while people spit at you with their eyes. Never bowed your head so low you saw your own shadow leave. Never signed "I'm sorry" for someone else's sin. You ever do that? Say sorry for being in the way? Sorry for needing something as simple as understanding? Yeah, that's her. That's Shouko. The girl who thought if she just tried hard enough, they'd stop hating her. She brought cakes to kids who threw her notebook in the pond. She smiled at the hands that mocked her voice. She tried to fit her silence into a world that only rewards noise, and people called her weak. But let me tell you something. Kindness in a world like this, that's not weakness. That's a full contact sport. And Shouko? She was in the ring every damn day. You ever feel like a burden? Like just needing help makes you guilty of something? Like people are doing you a favor by letting you breathe their air? Yeah, now we're talking. Now you're getting it. She didn't want pity, she wanted connection. But people are funny about empathy. They want it when they fall. But when you fall, suddenly your pain's inconvenient. Too much work, too loud, even when you can't speak. She learned to disappear, in plain sight. Perfect little ghost. Polite. Software. Practically apologizing with every step, and no one noticed she was drowning. You ever smile like a mask? Wear it so long you forget what your real face looks like? Shouko did. She smiled when she got blamed. Smiled when she was hit. Smiled when her own mother didn't know how to love her without yelling. You ever think maybe love's just pain you learn to be polite about? But here's where it flips. Here's the twisted miracle of it all. Even when the world wrote her off as less, she still gave more. More grace, more patience, more love than most people with perfect hearing ever learned to muster. You know how rare that is. You ever try to love people who don't know how to love you back? You ever try to say, "I want to live," in a language nobody taught you? She did. Through broken words, through gestures, through the look in her eyes when she still reached out to the guy who hurt her most. Yeah, him, the boy who made her life hell. She forgave him before he even forgave himself. And that's what makes her terrifying. Not because she's fragile, but because she's unkillable. You can break a body, but try breaking a spirit like that. Try stomping on a flower that keeps blooming under boot prints. You can't. And yet, what did it get her? More silence, more misunderstanding, more nights looking out windows, wondering if the world would be better off without her in it. Ain't that a cosmic joke? Be the kindest person in the room and still feel like the villain in everyone's story. But maybe that's the lesson. Not everything you give comes back. Sometimes it dies in transit. Sometimes it was never about getting anything back in the first place. Maybe kindness isn't an investment. Maybe it's a rebellion, a middle finger to the cruelty that made you. Maybe that's what Shouko is, a quiet revolution, a girl who chose to stay, not because it got easier, but because she wanted to see what happened next. And that's hope with a scar. But hey, don't get too inspired. The world's still a mess. People still suck. And most won't understand a damn thing you're trying to say, whether you're shouting or signing it. But maybe you smile anyway. Not because you owe them anything, but because you've got teeth. And sometimes that's enough. Or maybe not. Who knows? Go ahead. Figure it out. Let me know how it ends. If it ever does. Unless we're all just background noise in someone else's silent movie.